Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my patrons pick video, and this month my patrons picked 6x6 paper pad. So I'm going to be creating a layout using this 6x6 paper pad from Cedar Lane. I only have two pieces of 12x12 paper from that collection, and they're both the same piece of paper. So I'm going to use one of the sheets of paper, and then everything else is going to be 6x6. So I'm going to show you here some ways that you can use your 6x6 paper pads. One of the ways is using your dies or punches. Y'all, I got this thankful set from Coco and Reno, and they're amazing. I will try to link them below so you guys can check them out. And it came in this like fancy satin bag, and it's super cute, and it has a ton of dies in it. Pumpkins, leaves, a little bunny, some acorns, some words. And so perfect for fall and like Thanksgiving kind of time. So I did this little pumpkin in a couple of the sheets of paper from the paper pad, and now I am just inking those with my light gray ink. It's called Twilight from Catherine Polar. Again, Catherine Polar inks are my favorite. They're my go-to kind of colors that I use all the time, that I find myself going back to. So yeah, definitely check those out as well. So I do want to give a little shout out to my patrons. Hey patrons, thank y'all so much for being my patrons. I truly appreciate you guys. And if you're thinking about becoming a patron, I will have my Patreon channel or page linked below as well, and you can click it and sign up. The first of the month is the best time to sign up. I will say in October there are going to be some changes, so I would wait until October 1st. The changes are going to be fun and exciting and good changes. They're not bad changes. I'm adding a couple things to some tiers, and I'm going to have a higher tier and a lower tier. So I'm adding 2 tiers, and yeah, so I'm very excited about that. And so I would love to have you as part of my community over there. One of the changes is I'm going to start a Facebook group for my patrons at the highest tiers. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm keeping the scrap parties and the live scrap and chats because those are my favorite, and the patrons love those as well. So that's just a little bit of info. I'm definitely keeping the sketch each month, but I'm going to change it to a sketch slash mood board. So that's going to be a little bit of a change. I've been getting into creating mood boards, and that's been fun for me. So yeah, I'm very excited, and I hope that you guys will join me over there and join everybody else. Also have a traveler's notebook going around through the world right now for my patrons, and that's been a lot of fun. If that sounds interesting to you, head over there, check it out, or you can message me if you guys have any questions about signing up, or if you're thinking about it and you're just not sure. Just send me a quick message on Facebook or Instagram, and I will get back to you. So 6x6 paper pads are great for layering. So I decided to just start with these 2 layers, and that's kind of where I built my layout from. The 2 photos are from, one is me, it's the same day, same time. I just took a picture of myself with my very first pumpkin spice latte of the season, and then Emily, I think she had a hot chocolate, and Maggie had a puppuccino. So I did pull over. We were in the car, but I got our Starbucks through the drive-thru, pulled over, took these pictures, and yes, had to document it, of course. Because yeah, that's just the way I am. So I have been watching a lot of Chamel videos, y'all. I go through phases where I will just like binge watch videos, even past videos, especially if it's a YouTuber or a class or something that I've really, really enjoyed. And I'll just go and binge watch their stuff. And she has been my most recent binge watching experience. Yeah, so I kind of built the shelf here that she talks about in several of her videos that I've watched recently. And I'm kind of doing layers kind of on top of the shelf, and then I'm going to do my title kind of hanging from the bottom of the shelf, which the shelf is that full strip going all the way across the page. And again, I'm just building layers. I'm just sticking papers in and out. And there are lots of little pieces that were left over from my 6x6 paper pad. So definitely use up those scraps. If you're like me, I keep like scraps in paper pads if they're from a paper pad. So it's easier to pull if I'm using that paper pad rather than putting them in my scrap bin where, let's be honest, they're going to be there for a while, because I only go to my scrap bin when I'm actually doing like a scrap kind of layout, which I do, you know, once or twice a month. So I do use my scraps. But yeah, so I like to keep my 6x6 scraps with the paper pads. So now I'm looking for some alphabets, or and I really liked this, I don't even know, like turquoise kind of, I don't know, teal. That's the color. I think it's teal. This teal alpha that's been in my stash for quite some time. And I like it because it brings that color more prominent on the page. It's in a couple different places on the layout, but I really wanted it to be a little more prominent on the page. So right now I am just going ahead and gluing all of these layers down. And you can see here, like I said, I kept 2 of the sheets, or 2 of the layers, full 6x6, and then everything else is scraps. So that is a great way, like I said, to use your 6x6 paper pads for die cutting, for sure, for layering behind photos, or just layering like this. And that's really the way that I like to use my 6x6 paper pads. And it's been quite a while, because I've really enjoyed the 6x8 paper pads, just because I like the size a little bit better. So it's been a while since I've used a 6x6 paper pad, but it was fun to play with it. And it's an older, this is an older collection that I didn't get when it was new. Honestly, I really liked it, but I think I was just, you know, on a budget and didn't get it. And so I believe I got this 6x6 paper pad from a friend, I want to say. And then the 2 pieces or the 2 12x12 pieces, I actually got from the give and take table at one of my retreats. I already had the 6x6 paper pad, but I didn't have anything else. So I don't have any of the ephemera or stickers or anything from this collection, because it was a very popular collection and I missed that train. I didn't get any of it. So I'm glad that I could make it work with what I have, and using my dies for embellishments. And then I cut that little, what is it? Little kind of journaling spot that says grateful for, and then it's got 8 little spaces. I used that from the 6x6 paper pad as well. That was like a cut apart sheet in there. So definitely you can use your 6x6 paper pads for your embellishments, which is what I did here on this layout. You'll see that I'm going to bring in those pink sequins in a couple places, and a little burlap bow. But everything else on this layout, except for my title, is from the 6x6 paper pad. And the glitter sheet is not a 6x6 paper pad, but everything else is. So I'm pretty proud of that. And I'm using my wood grain thickers, and they're amazing, y'all. If you like wood grain, you guys need to get your hands on these. This is the first time that I've got to use them. I bought them probably 2 months ago, and I'm very excited to finally use them. So my title is Pumpkin Spice Life, and then I put 2019 up at the top left hand side. and I just wanted to bring that color back up there. At first I was going to put it with the title, but I decided to put it at the top because I needed that color up there as well to balance it out, because I didn't have any of that color up there. Yes. Whew, mouthful. And as I stated in my previous video, I am sick again, so sorry if I'm a little nasally. I think that it's a combination of a cold and allergies, because I've been taking allergy medicine, and usually if it's allergies, usually within a couple days, the allergy medicine, you know, I start to feel better. But I'm still feeling a little crappy, and under the weather and stuffy and a sore throat and all of that fun stuff that goes along with it. So yeah, I'm using just some like leftover little foam pieces, craft foam pieces, because I'm like, I need to get more. And I've found all these little pieces in my drawer or on my desk, and so I'm trying to use those up. And the very last thing that I'm going, well, nope, just kidding. There's a couple things that I'm still going to do. I am going to glue down some sequins, and then I'm going to also do some gold splatters on the layout. I love that little tiny bow, and y'all, that little bow has been in my stash for years. I have a little bowl on my desk that I just keep little bits and bobs and little cute pieces that I only have like onesies or twosies of. And I just like to keep it there on my desk so I can pull from it. And y'all, to be honest, I quite often forget to pull from it. So I'm proud of myself for pulling that and using that up. I have one more. I think I had two. And so I'm excited about that. I don't know if you guys are the same way as me, but I always feel good when I use up things like a full sticker sheet, or, you know, any kind of embellishment. If I use a whole pack of enamel dots, I'm like, oh my gosh, excited, which is strange, but I guess whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, now I'm going to use these sequins, and I got these sequins when I was in Arizona for Creativation at a local scrapbook store. So there's no brand on them, but they're just a really pretty blush kind of pale pink. And I feel like they go with this collection quite well. And I'm just going to glue those in 3 areas. So I'm doing my triangle kind of like Shamel does, at the top left right there where the little cluster thing is, and then at the bottom left. So that is my layout for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. That just helps me know that you guys are enjoying my videos. And if you're not already a subscriber, I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. So click that subscribe button. And if you are already a subscriber, click that notification bell icon so you guys get notified every single time I upload a video. You don't want to miss any of the upcoming stuff. So click that bell if you are a subscriber. And thank you everybody who is subscribed to my channel. Thank you for the thumbs ups and the comments. And thank you to my patrons. Y'all are amazing, and I truly appreciate each and every single one of you. And that is my layout for today. Don't forget to spread love and be kind. I hope that y'all have an amazing day. Bye.